The textbooks say it's just wind and ice, but my scanner suggests these rocks possess a complex active nervous system. I park the Jeep and step out onto the cracked clay, instantly feeling the static charge humming in the air. Walking toward the nearest trail, I notice the mud isn't just cracked, it's scarred with patterns that look suspiciously like circuitry. I kneel to touch the strange formation, and the ground feels warm, pulsating with a rhythm that makes a heartbeat. The sun is setting rapidly, casting long, distorted shadows that seem to stretch toward me like grasping hands. I set up my camp for the night, convinced that the rocks themselves are dormant biological nodes waiting for a trigger. A sudden noise jolts me awake, sounding like grinding stone, and I scramble out of my tent to find the air thick with swirling dust. The wind screams around me, but I stand firm in the center of the storm, witnessing the impossible movement of the massive stones. One of the stones slides past me, revealing a glowing blue bioluminescence that looks like liquid coolant. I reach out to collect a sample of the fluid, but the viscosity defies grasp, crawling up my glove like a living entity. The storm breaks instantly, leaving behind a silence so heavy it feels like the world is holding its breath. Morning reveals that the stones have rearranged themselves into a perfect geometric circle around my camp. I grab my scanner, desperate to understand why they've chosen to entrap me like this. The data stream on the screen goes haywire, forming patterns that look like human handwriting before dissolving into binary code. I realize the biological computer theory is wrong. The stones aren't the nodes, they are the keys, and this circle is a lock. The ground begins to liquefy, turning into a swirling vortex of gray sludge that threatens to pull me under. I fight the suction of the mud, clawing my way toward the largest stone, which now pulses with a terrifying, blinding white light. The heat radiating from the stone is intense, searing the fabric vibrate as I reach out to touch its surface. As my skin makes contact, the illusion of Taverge that bradified us, and the stones are the users. I see the giant hand of a user descend from the sky to adjust the rock, realizing that my entire existence is just a screensaver. My body feels heavy and light at the same time as the code that constitutes my being is rewritten by the user's touch. I watch the rock being dragged, realizing the movement is just a cursor dragging a file icon across the desktop of the gods. The user hesitates, the cursor hovering over the delete button that has appeared right next to my head. Instead of deleting me, the user clicks save, and I feel my reality recompiling, locking me back into the physical world. I'm playing with this light at the stage, the flat monodoc illusion. The rocks have stopped moving, returned to their original scattered positions as if the simulation has reset to a save point. I pick up my scanner, which now displays a simple, terrifying message, rendering complete. I walk back to the Jeep, but my steps feel programmed, my movements predetermined by a script I can no longer see. As I grip the steering wheel, I realize the engine doesn't start because it doesn't need to. The world moves around the car, not the other way around. I am no longer an explorer, I am just a non-playable character in a game that has just finished loading.